All right, everybody. Sixers Hawks game 6 tonight in Atlanta at the A. Um, this is one of those streams where I want to get your guys' thoughts, opinions of what's going to happen. Obviously, tonight there will not be a jersey worn by me. I'll be watching it with my buddies, probably out at a place called Chickies and Pete's. If you guys never heard of it, that's a nice Porsche, by the way. Wow, what a nice car. I'll be watching at a bar. I'm wearing Philly Unite tonight, black. It serves a purpose because it could be our funeral tonight. But I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on this game tonight because, I don't really know what to think. I was at one of the worst, if not the worst, playoff losses ever in NBA history the other night. So it's like, how can you bounce back from that as a fan or as someone that watches basketball? It's tough. You can't just go to game 6 like nothing happened last game. Obviously, you have Ben Simmons not willing to step up as a number 1 pick. You have Joel Embiid is still hurt. Obviously, he's not going to be better until next season. Danny Green's missing. It's not there. Tobias Harris had 4 points last game. It's one of those games to where, the Sixers can win it. They obviously can win it because, let's face it, they are the better team on paper. Now, do I think they're the better team in general? No. Not right now, I don't. I feel like the Atlanta Hawks are more hot. I feel like they're hitting their shots. I feel like they're better coached. And I feel like they're more prepared. And they obviously have no problem coming back in games. Down a lot. It's just like, it's almost like, and I hate saying this as a Philly sports fan, it's almost like I kind of want the Sixers to lose tonight, and I'll tell you why. This team doesn't have a future with Doc Rivers or Ben Simmons, either one of them. It's not just one or the other, either one of them. Doc Rivers has one of the worst track records in NBA history, other than that 2008 finals win where he won it with a super team, and it's like Doc Rivers just doesn't grab a concept. Every single game that I go to, this year as a fan, every single game I went to this year just to watch basketball. I went with my friend Trevor and my boy Eagles fan for life 17. I would tell them before the game, watch the sideline, watch the coaching. Doc Rivers sits on his ass while the other coach is up, standing, talking to his team, telling them to get back, to run isolation plays. Everything you need to know as a player. These coaches are there for the team. That's why McMillan could have won Coach of the Year this year after taking over. Because you can tell that this guy has the fundamentals and has the brains to be a coach in this league. Doc Rivers, in my opinion, is the most overrated coach in NBA history. Easily the most overrated coach in NBA history. And like I said before, I said the series is going to go 7 games back in game 3. It's just how both these teams are wired. The Atlanta Hawks have more heart than we do. The Atlanta Hawks have the shooting ability. Trae Young shoots it from 40 feet away and makes it. It's like Golden State Warrior-esque. They don't give up. We're a team that looks like we give up. Everyone wants to say the Sixers are going to win tonight. It's like, how are you so confident? You're going on the road to Atlanta, and we just blew 2 consecutive 18-point leads. Well, last game was 26, but the one before that was 18. So how can you be so confident that we're going to go down there and win tonight? I know we're 3-point favorites, but that really doesn't mean anything. Vegas always traps people. Always. And I told my buddy before we went to the game yesterday, I was like, if I wasn't going to root for the Sixers, I would have totally busted out my bank account and bet the Atlanta Hawks last game. Now, would I have been sweating? Yeah, because we were up so much. But in the end, I would have won. Because I just know how this team is in rhythm. They're not very good. They're not. On paper, they are. In rhythm and in live action, they're not. And people want to say they were the number 1 seed. They were the number 1 seed by default. By default. We didn't play anybody. The Nets were injured the whole fucking year. The Bucks, honestly, if you put us against the Bucks in a 7-game series right now, we'd probably win 1 game. It's all fool's gold. And it's like, this is why I expect more out of content creators on YouTube, and I don't get it with these guys that are catering to their fans. You have to have brains to realize that this team just isn't wired to win a championship. They don't have the heart. They don't have the desire. And this happens, unfortunately, every year. in the city of Philadelphia. It just does. Like, everyone wants to say Rocky Sly Stallone he has a statue in Philadelphia, and it's like a complete oxymoron. It's like the complete opposite. These teams don't have heart. They don't have passion. They don't have the determination to win. They just don't. When the spotlight shines, they just curl up like a ball. And it's unfortunate. I've been watching these teams, and I've been on YouTube for 10 years now. It's the same song and dance every single year. The Flyers, Sixers, Phillies, Eagles. Same song and dance every single year. I'll give you an example. The Philadelphia Phillies back in 2011, where they won, 103 games? They lost in 5 games to a team that barely made the playoffs. It's about who wants it more. And these Philly teams, they don't grasp that concept. They just don't. They just curl up. And it's every single sports team in the city. The Eagles have the most recent title in 2007. That's because they played like a team, they won like a team, they deserved it, and they had less pressure on them because no one expected it to happen. But with the Sixers team, it's like everyone puts all the world of pressure on them. Like, before the postseason, they're like, we're going to go to the championship. We're going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. If they don't go to the Eastern Conference Finals, it's a wrap. Well, like, when you're playing a team like the Atlanta Hawks, like I said, who are well coached and have the heart, determination, will to win, and you don't, you're going to get slapped. You're going to get slapped. Like Trae Young. I wanted Trae Young so bad out of Oklahoma because I thought he was the next Steph Curry. The guy's looking like it. He's had some bad games this series. I understand that. But the guy makes these crazy-ass shots. You have Bogdanovich, Danilo Gallinari, who was drafted by the Knicks, I think, like 10 years ago or something like that. Lou Williams. These guys are pure scorers. We do not have many pure scorers right now. We don't. Danny Green, when he's on, great scorer, but he's out of the playoffs. Seth Curry, dynamic, looks like his brother out there. But Seth Curry and Joel Embiid are the only 2 players really stepping up right now. Ben Simmons, my thoughts and opinions on Ben Simmons. I'm done talking about Ben Simmons. The guy is a complete scrub, fraud, failure at life. Well, I can't say failure at life because he's making a dent in the bank. But, it's just comical. It's comical because every single year with these teams, And I never say I want to lose, but it's almost like I want Ben and Doc out of here so badly that I wouldn't mind if they lost tonight, because I want Damian Lillard. That's who I want. You need to have those prime players. I know Kawhi got hurt. Maybe he's going to look to go somewhere else. I want those prime players that want to win. You have Dame scoring 40 every single night in the playoffs. Well, when they were facing the Nuggets. But this guy has heart, determination to win. I want those players. I don't want these pumpkin patch little shits on my team anymore. I just don't. I want players that can win. Next year's lineup: Seth Curry, Joel Embiid, Dame time. All right, add a role player. I would have said Kemba Walker, but he just got traded to Oklahoma City. I like Kemba. I want players that have the will to win. I don't want scared players on my team. Ben Simmons won't even shoot the ball. He's scared. Get out of here. I want players that want to win. I just want players that want to win. I'm sick of the whole narrative to where, we're gonna be so good this year. I'm sick of the whole paper bullshit. Can we actually put it into fruition for once? It's like I don't know, and it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing to be there for Game 5 with Allen Iverson in the crowd. It was so embarrassing. I don't think you guys understand how bad it was to be at that game. Now, watching on TV is another thing, but when you're in the crowd and you know what's going to happen, it's 10 times worse. 10 times worse. And I saw someone burning his jersey the other day. His Ben Simmons jersey. Usually I don't condone doing that, but you know what? I actually think it was running back Philly who did it. I don't condone that, but at the same time, I get it. I get it. This guy fucking let you down. He did. You're talking him up and he let you down. I get it. I get it. I've been doing this for years. And it's sad. It's like I'm pouring out feelings right now because I've lived this shit. I've lived this stuff with throwing my Eagles jersey across the parking lot. I've lived all this stuff. All these people are seeing it now. It's rooting for these teams is one of the hardest things you can do as a human being. It's tough. It's really fucking tough. But you know what? That's pretty much all I got to say. Hopefully they pull it out, although I think it would be better off if they didn't pull it out, because I feel like we need a drastic change to this franchise. But with that said, I guess go Sixers. I'll be out watching this, and hopefully you guys have a good time tonight. It's a Friday night. Be safe. If you're drinking, don't drive. Take an Uber. And just have fun. Have fun, you know. And that's all I got to say. Shout out to a couple of people in here. It was Mitch Krofosky, I believe, a content creator. Go sub him up. Desert Eagle, go sub him up. And there were a couple others I missed. But, yeah, and Joey Shakes. Joey Shakes, go sub him up. Philly 500 as well, obviously, but he's huge. Have a good time tonight. Be safe. That's all I got to say. And I guess, go Sixers. I'm out. Bye.